Hey guys, it's Dave with the Everyday Relationship. And today I'm going to talk about the backfiring effect, which is not necessarily just related to romantic couples, but to any kind of emotional change that a person wants to make in their life. So what happens is we get this idea in our head. I want to make this change. I want to be a different person in some way. And so then we may, if we can, if we're at that point, we say, all right, here's some steps I'm going to take. Or we just, we start trying to change our behavioral patterns a little bit. And we might end up making some progress toward that goal. But the thing is that the reason why we weren't that ideal person in the first place is for a reason. It's not accidental. We develop who we are for reasons, for very good reasons. And those patterns, our emotional patterns, often are defenses. And so it's hard to change a defense because it's necessary for survival. In our bodies, we believe that in some way. And so as we try to change that, there's a part of us that says, wait a second, this is dangerous. That change will decrease our ability to protect ourselves. So let's give an example. An example might be, I want to be more outgoing and more friendly with people, which is true. I do. And what'll happen is 1 week I will plan a lot of meetings with friends and people who I'm not as close to, but I want to just branch out more. I want to talk to people. I want to, have more experiences with people. So 1 week I'll do it and I'll feel so good about myself. And then the next week I can't do it. I can't do anything. I don't want to see people. I get very closed off and I just, and so that's the backfiring. Is that I've made this progress, I've felt really good, and then all of a sudden I can't do it anymore. Why? Because interacting with people is dangerous to me in some part of me. Some part of my body and my unconscious mind says other people are dangerous. And so that part then says, what are you doing? You're doing too much. You're putting yourself out there too much. This is dangerous. So now we're going to close off. We're going to take over. And so now I'm at a decision point. The second week, when I feel like just inhibited, I can't go out, I can't talk to people, I don't return emails or phone calls, and what do? Well, the two main choices I think that we have are, one is judge myself and say, wow, I suck. I really can't. I can't even. This means that I'm not strong in some way. This means I'm not a good person in this way, whatever. Why can't I be a better person, a stronger person? And what that does is that shuts me off to the process. That tells me I shouldn't even bother, I can't change, and this is going nowhere. Okay, so that's one option. The other option is to observe and accept it. And it helps to think of it, for me, it helps to think of this is a backfiring. So if I tell myself, wow, this is a backfiring, what does that mean? That means I've already made progress. I've already shifted my emotions a little bit. And this other part of me is saying, wait, stop that. So that's good. That means I've made progress. And I can say, you know what? I've done good. I'm going to let myself relax. I'm going to give myself room to let whatever comes up just come up, and there's adjustments that are happening that I can't see, and I'm going to let that happen. And the best thing that I can do is soften the judgmental voice, not really, not pay attention to it, not go down that road of the judgment leads to conclusion, I'm shitty, right? So the more we can just accept and observe ourselves in this backfiring moment and say, this is a good thing, I'm going to give myself room, I'll check in every day or every other day, just see how I'm feeling, and let myself feel that way. And so I offer that. I invite you to think about backfirings in your life and see how that affects you when you approach it as this backfiring is actually means I've made progress already. So I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you next time.